Hi there, and these comments are for one of my students. So you're doing some speaking practice, and I'm getting ready to listen to your practice test right now. So let's see how you did. So I think, what do you think's better, studying alone or studying uh, in a group?
So, one of the reasons why I prefer to study alone other than study in a group when preparing for an exam is because I can control my own schedule. For example, I can concentrate the most in the early morning or really late in at night. So it's impossible for me to arrange um, the schedule for anybody else to study with me.
Okay.
And the second reason is that when I study by myself, I can fully focus on my material and I can study at my own pace without having to worry about anybody else. And that's it. So, one of the reasons why.
Okay, so let's take a look here. I'm thinking I'm going to listen to it again one more time. So I think you're in pretty good shape. I'm going to put you at 3.0 out of 4. You're at least 23 points out of 30 on this practice test. Listen to it one more time.
So, one of the reasons why I prefer to study alone other than study in a group when preparing for an exam is because I can control my own schedule. For
Okay.
example, I can concentrate the most in the early morning or really late in at night.
Okay, so as you talk about that, you can say, to make it a little more specific, say, if I'm preparing for a biology exam, and I need to learn several important concepts before the test, I can do my study either in the morning or late at night, depending on what my preferences are, without having to worry about other group members, something like that.
So it's impossible for me to arrange the schedule for anybody else to study
I would say so. It would be impossible for me to arrange a schedule with other people.
with me. And the second reason is that.
Maybe say, I also like studying in groups because, and then you're kind of connecting that back to the purpose of the speaking task.
When I study by myself, I can fully focus on my material and I can study at my own pace without having to worry about anybody else. And that's it. So,
Okay, so do you have an example there to illustrate that? Something in the past. So you could probably do a little bit better with the examples, but overall, you're speaking quickly, you're speaking clearly. There's a fairly good connection of ideas. You don't have a lot of language use issues with your response, so I think that's good. Let me look at the actual rubrics here. Let's see what we have. Speech is well-paced flow, speech is clear, minor lapses, response, effective use, grammar, vocabulary, high degree of automaticity, good control, basic and complex structures. Response is sustained and sufficient, well developed and coherent. You could probably develop ideas a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to put you at about 24 to 26 points out of 30. I think overall it's a pretty good response. I'd like to see you make some improvements, maybe with your topic development.